Well, the beginning of the legislative session is always just this flurry of activity with lobbyists and citizens and people who care about their particular issues coming down and meeting with us. So a lot of meetings here in my office and in other meeting rooms to sort of filter out which legislative proposals are going to move forward and which are not. And so we're kind of there now where we've gone through the initial meetings and the initial hearings. We've voted on quite a number of bills, and so now we're ready for the next stage. So starting at 8 in the morning, we're here either for committee hearings or meetings, and here till about 8 o'clock at night or later. So it's 12 to 14-hour days while we're down here during the legislative session. And so it's not difficult to fall asleep at night. We're working pretty hard down here. Meeting with a wide variety of groups, everyone from religious groups to civic groups, professional groups, individuals, families. And that's what I really appreciate is folks coming all the way down here to Olympia for some FaceTime with me, because then I get a chance to reconfirm that the values and the priorities that I'm hearing are those that I'm reflecting in my votes and my representing the district. So now the bills have been coming out of committees and are going to go to the House floor. And we're going to spend long hours, night after night, on the House floor voting on bills that have been able to make it out of the committees. Are great ideas, but they cost a lot of money. And so a number of proposals are not going to make it all the way through the process because we have to fund them. I can give you one example of a bill that I've introduced that I hope we can find funding for, and that's lawyers for foster kids. I've mentioned this before. But foster kids are lost in the judicial system and they need help and they need lawyers, but we have to pay for it. And so that's going to be a struggle to get that funding, and I hope we can, and then move that bill forward so that foster kids are better poised for success. Today is PTA Day. For instance, we had all the Parent-Teacher Association folks down here, and we had Physical Therapist Day and Massage Day and Dairy Day and Beef Day, and so we have a chance for baked potatoes or ice cream or whatever happens to be the feature of the day. It's a lot of fun to meet groups from all over the state, but those days are sort of in the past now. We're really getting down to the serious business of voting on bills on the floor and out of committee, and so the introductory period of the session is over at this point. I do. On February 22nd, in the late morning in Redmond, we're going to have a town hall meeting, so a chance for constituents to meet with me and with Larry Springer and Senator Andy Hill together. It's very bipartisan how we consider issues. So that's really going to be really important to meet folks personally in the district.